Hello everyone, welcome to Craft Time with the Payson Library. Today our theme is classic fairy tales, and yesterday hopefully you watched the Tales and Tunes that we had for you with Miss Christine, and Miss Christine did a story about the Three Little Pigs. So our craft kind of connects back to the Three Little Pigs today. So I hope you can join with me and make this craft. So the most important things that you need for this craft are some glue. I have a hot glue gun, so maybe your parent can help you with the hot glue gun, or some tape, or both. We need some scissors, and then you might need some markers. So that's kind of the basics. Now the other stuff is kind of optional. So this craft, the way it works is I want you guys to get creative. So I want you to use what you could find at your house to make whatever you make. So I kind of gathered what we had here at the library. We have an empty water bottle. We have some popsicle sticks. We have a paper plate. We have some cardboard here. I have just plain white paper. I have some scrap paper. I have some paint. And I have some toilet paper tubes and some paper towel tubes. And a lot of this stuff is just stuff that we normally just put in the recycling bin. But I saved it because it's kind of fun to use them for crafts. So look around your house and see what kinds of things you can find, maybe in your recycling bin or other craft supplies you might have, and gather those up, and then we'll see what you can make with those. Now, a few weeks ago, I made this castle here using some things that would have just gone in the recycling. So what I used is I used a box for the big main part right here and some scrap cardboard to make this part right here. For these tubes, they're just kind of like giant toilet paper tubes, kind of. I made this pretty big. We have these tubes that we get. But you could just use any sort of tube like that, or a mailing tube, or whatever you have. So I used those for the towers. And then I just used a piece of paper that I rolled into a pyramid. So if I did that with a white piece of paper, you need some help, you can ask someone for help, but you can just make a little pyramid shape and then tape right here. I mean, a little cone shape is what I meant. Put some tape right here, and then you just trim off the extra on the bottom. And then that would go just right on top of the tower, or in this case, right on top of your tube right there. So this is something I made just using what I had. So I want to see what you guys come up with. So you can make a sort of castle like me, or you could just make a tower, or you could make a house, whatever you want. So you could use some popsicle sticks and glue them together to make some sort of shape, or you can make use this as a tower or something, or maybe make this into a houseboat that floats. You can use some scrap paper to wrap around the tube to make a design. You could paint on the tubes or your paper or your cardboard or whatever you want to make. And use your scissors to cut things out if you need, if you like cut these the right shape or cut your cones the right shape. You can also use markers to decorate. The tape you can use to tape things together. Like I taped this cone on top of here, and I also taped the cone pieces together so it doesn't come undone. But you can also use hot glue for a lot of things. So just get creative and see what you can come up with. The fun trick that I thought would be kind of fun to do is when you're done making your house or your tower or your castle or whatever you want to make, see if it holds up to the big bad wolf. So in this pretend game here, we are going to pretend that my fan here is the big bad wolf. and he's blowing, 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 blowing. And we're gonna see if the big bad wolf can knock over my tower. And so you guys can do the same thing. If you find a fan somewhere at your house, or maybe someone in your family might have a blow dryer for their hair, you can use that too. Make sure you ask for help. And you're gonna turn that on and see if your structure, what you built, is gonna fall over or if it's gonna stay put. And if it falls over, maybe you can try and see if you can come up with a better way to build it where it won't fall over. So get creative, and I'd love to see what you guys make in the comments below. So I'm gonna turn on the fan, and we're gonna see if any part of my castle gets knocked over. So let me move my fan over here a little bit more. We're gonna turn it on. Okay, I put it all the way on high. Looks pretty sturdy. Let's try from back here maybe. Still seems pretty sturdy. We'll try from all four sides. No! Uh-oh. Part of that part fell over. So I'm gonna turn off my fan. So that means that I need to find a way to make this more secure so it doesn't fall over. So I think what I can do is maybe since it fell this way, I can it only has tape on this side, so maybe I can put a piece of tape on this side, and that will make it so it doesn't fall over. So let's try that. Let me find the end of my tape here. If I can find the end of my tape. Aha. This kind of tape, it's tricky, it's hard to see. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to cut it with my scissors. Let's put a piece of tape. Side here. Okay, so let's put these back, and let's try the fan again and see if it stands up to the big bad wolf this time. So put it back on high. This time it's staying. So I think my castle would hold up to the big bad wolf's big blows. See if yours will hold up to the big bad wolf.